Okay.
Hi, I'm Liz Egner with RE/MAX of Reading, and I'm here today with Pam Calla, who is a real estate attorney with Kozlov and Stout. And I'm highlighting real estate attorney because that's what we're going to talk about today. So Pam, tell us a little bit about, although we're not in a state where you need an attorney by law, tell us how you can benefit buyers and sellers.
Well, I view my role in a transaction with buyers or sellers as sort of a guardian. I've been trained, specially trained to spot problems, raise issues, and overall see that the legal work that's done is done appropriately. So my function would be to review the agreement of sale if the client requests that I do that, to make sure that the parties' rights are protected, and various other things we can talk about.
Yeah, I like the idea. Sometimes people say to us, must I call an attorney? Do I have to call an attorney? And I typically say, you know, if you have a family attorney who's a real estate attorney, give them the heads up so that, you know, if something comes up, then they could call you.
Definitely. And you have no idea how many phone calls I get from the closing table, or at a time when it's really too late, the ink has already dried on the documents, they're already bound, I can't do anything to unwind it. It's much better and probably cheaper in the long run to call an attorney before you enter into a transaction, at least have a telephone conversation with the attorney, describe your transaction. Even by phone, an attorney can spot issues and ask the right questions, such as, do you intend to expand, you know, the residential dwelling? Does the zoning permit it? Is it a condominium? Is it in a homeowners association that you have special responsibilities and obligations? So it's best to at least talk about it and line me up ahead of time so that if you want me to review any documents during the course of your transaction, whether it be the agreement of sale, the seller's disclosure statement for inspection purposes, or even the mortgage documents prior to closing, at least I'm on board and I know that you're entering into some transaction.
Right, because unfortunately most of the time things go relatively smoothly in small residential.
Correct.
Unlike some of the large transactions that you do, but it would be nice if you called Pam and you were in a residential transaction, if something got a little crazier, a little confusing, that, you know, we could call her and then we wouldn't have to backtrack, and keeps everybody out of trouble and keeps everything happy and on the up and up.
Just to go into that a little more deeply is that, you know, during the transaction you're going to have various moving parts. You're going to have a title report that you're going to get, and you're going to have title exceptions that you're not going to know on the surface whether or not they're going to create a problem for you. There may be liens against the property, there may be other encumbrances such as easements, rights of ways, covenants, restrictive covenants, and as I said before, condominium documents or HOA documents. So that's important. It's important to discuss
I think
it
it's
before
also
you close.
Also, I think it's a misunderstanding that some people think this is going to be a huge cost, and I don't think that's really the case.
Well, it's a lot more costly if you have issues after the fact. I can guarantee you that, because I don't do litigation. I have partners that do that, and that can get into the thousands of dollars. I am not going to be that expensive for sure. But, I mean, just an example would be if somebody doesn't do an inspection, and they later discovered that there was an underground storage tank for you know, whatever purposes on the property, and it wasn't properly removed or closed, or you have asbestos, or you have mold in the property, or you have water in the basement that was never rectified. Once you've closed, it's very difficult to deal with that issue, and as upset as people can be, and as much as they want to pursue their rights, you've limited your rights if you don't get an attorney involved on the front end as opposed to the tail end of the transaction.
Yeah. So our whole purpose in working together is to help all buyers and sellers buy the right home, sell the home for a fair price, be happy, move in, and not have to litigate.
Call me later.
Right. So if you have any questions about real estate, certainly feel free to give me a call here at RE/MAX. And if you need a very good real estate attorney, please call Pam Calla, who is a partner over at Kozlov and Stout. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Liz.
You're welcome.